Hi, I'm Sylvia and welcome to my channel. This is Julid Academy and I'm going to show you how to create heart-brain coherence, how to reprogram your subconscious mind, how to be resilient, and how to implement all of this knowledge and practices in your everyday life and into your business. Let's discuss why success without inner stability will collapse. Let me share with you my experience. I didn't know I am a high achiever until I started my own business. But as soon as I started to push my limits and work harder and harder, I used my masculine energy and really forgot about myself. So everything was about achievements and everything was about hard work and create more. But I forgot about my presence, and basically I override my own emotions. I didn't listen to my body and I was exhausted, but I didn't read the signs and I didn't really care them that time. But my body almost failed and I felt burned out. When I was working with other business owners and entrepreneurs, they had similar experience. When we learned about leadership, marketing, sales, automatism, and even personal development, or for example, let's say public speaking, we want to give our 150%. And there was a point when I had to realize something. 60% is enough, because a high achiever like me, when I say to myself 60% is enough, I still want to give my best, like 110%. As I said, high achievers many times want to give their maximum, like more like 100%. However, what I learned, give your best, not your maximum, and then you will relax. To create success and maintain it, what we really need to be aware of, our nervous system. Because our nervous system regulation is really important. You can create success and financial wealth, which is based on your nervous system allowance. How you can hold your energy and how your nervous system works, it really determining your success. So success without inner stability won't last long. So your nervous system is responsible about how you perceive the alignment between your inner world and your outer world. If your nervous system misaligned, you will feel stressful, your body experience fight or flight mood, and you constantly in a survival mode. If you want success, work on your nervous system, regulate it, not only your schedule. Let me share an example with you. One of my clients came to me because he wanted to work on his financial story. And just before he came to me, he experienced a very traumatic health issue and he almost couldn't come to my place. What happened? His back was hurt so badly, he hardly moved, and as soon as he arrived to my transformational center, he almost couldn't sit down. So we started to dig on his issues, and what we found, it was outstanding. It was really surprising for him because we were digging down to his childhood experience and we find a core issue. The core issue was all about his father and actually the lack of his father, what he experienced in his childhood. His father was a sailor and he missed his childhood actually, and in his subconscious mind, what he realized, like I am lack of masculine energy, not only lack of my father, but lack of a father figure and lack of authority. So as soon as he grew up and he went to the university, he worked harder and harder, he pushed the limits and he achieved many things in his personal life and in his career. Also, he earned heaps of money. However, he experienced a very interesting patterns. Every time he earned a significant amount of money, something happened quickly and unexpectedly, and he lost everything. It happened in his private life, in his marriage, and also in his career and in his professional life. What happened and what we figured out, his subconscious mind had a pattern about masculine energy, which we could muscle test in his body, the masculine energy regarding luck. So every time he experienced he was really in his masculine energy, suddenly something happened and he lost his security. He lost the feeling of being secure, and unexpected thing started to happen to him. So he not only lost his family, his girlfriend, but he lost his money and position in some big companies. And when we did, let's say, a healing, a transformative, energetic healing on him, we had to see what kind of learning he gained from all of this experience, and we had a look on the virtues and the values what he gained from these experiences. And what happened, his subconscious belief was all about safety issues. His subconscious belief was about being a man is not safe for me. That was interesting because his mind obviously said something different, but his body, his subconscious mind, is playing actually a huge role. But our subconscious beliefs and our subconscious mind basically creating a huge effect in our everyday life and in the experience with money. We were able to teach to his subconscious and to his brain and to his nervous system it is safe and possible for him to be a real man. And we made a distinction about his father and him. He became aware of his own presence, and he was making a difference between his father and himself. So the energy of his father, which represented luck, and his own presence and his own masculine energy finally became clear to him. And when the penny drops, like he got this aha moment, he understood, and not only his brain, but his subconscious and his body understood it is safe for him to be in his own energy. And we agreed on that the money itself and the financial part in his life is not only playing a huge role in his life, but hold the energy, the structure of masculine. When he understood that everything is coming from within, and he became aware of his own power, he became empowered, then he finally understood in his full body. Now it is safe and possible for him to create insane wealth and success. What happened? After 1 hour session, his back was healed. He was able to stand up straight and he was able to walk away. He called me 2 weeks later and he said he got a new position, and 6 months later he said, that was middle of the year, he said, Sylvia, we achieved the financial target of the whole year. And I felt so grateful for this experience, not only because he experienced this deep transformation, but his personal life, his career was skyrocketing. He not only transformed his life, but he applied new habits, he applied new structure in his life. He was able to make decisions differently. So compared to that man who came to my transformational center in the beginning of the year, I could hear a very confident man who achieved his goals, and he moved beyond his goals. He moved beyond his transformation and he restructured his life. He recreated that, and it was a life creation. It was a new architect in his life and business. Your nervous system set your financial success, or your nervous system set your limits.